good. I think you can hear me now, yeah? Okay, so yeah, sorry everyone, late for 2 minutes. Got a little bit technical problem. Okay, okay, it's fixed. Nice. Okay, good. So now we can start officially now. So hey everyone, thank you for being here. It's the first tutorial session we are going to have, and tonight we are going to talk about how to do fast fingers for piano playing. So well, just a little bit of background. I'm XinRu, and I'm a classically trained pianist from Royal Academy of Music, and I've finished my study a few years ago, and I've been playing piano for over 24 years. I've been playing piano for over 24 years. This finger training exercise is something I feel really useful for myself. And I've used it for many years, and I've used it for every single of my students, basically, like from different age group, like from age 4 to age 44, like all the people, it actually works. I know it's probably gonna be quite controversial, but I really wish you try it first before you say no to it, because it really works for every single one I recommend to. So yeah, okay, so but yeah, of course everyone has different method, and just a little bit house notes before we actually start. Welcome to make comments, welcome to give questions, but I am going to focus first, and then I'm going to answer all your questions at the end of the session. Okay, so I'm going to break this down into 3 steps. And first, we are going to talk about why finger independence actually matters. Because most of the people are going to say this is, it's all about music. Like if you play it musically, and then your fingers will just come from time to time. But from my experience, like the first 10 years of my piano study, I really wasted a lot of time because my fingers are just not capable of doing a lot of things. Like let's say piano is actually like a physical. I think it's like somehow similar to a physical sport. Like if your finger just not able to move like this, your finger just not able to move and not able to produce articulated, clear sound. It's just no matter what music stuff you have in mind, it's not going to produce, and it's just feel like frustrated and helpless. So what we are doing here is to make each finger independent, and then so first we have to be independent to move fast. So imagine it's a lot of bolt, and if we chain everything together, and everybody it's never gonna move fast. So each finger has to move independently, and then be able to move fast and articulated. So if each finger is chained to each other, like each finger is not moving, and then you're just not able to produce clear and articulated sound. But fast running notes is like one of the most common technique in piano playing anyway, so nobody can really get rid of this. And then second, fingers have to be independent to control the voicing. For example, if we have this, have 3 voices going on at the same time. This is Schumann prime mai, by the way. So the top one, we have one hand in control of 2 voices. So if our fingers are not independent, then we are not able to control 2 voices at the same time. Yeah, this is another thing. And a lot of time when we play chords, for example, we go here. This is Tchaikovsky, okay? But if we want to voice the chord, well, we don't really need to voice the chord for Tchaikovsky, but if we do some of the time, we probably need this. And if we go this piece, if we go Schumann, that's very popular and common. If we have a Schumann piece like this, so we have all these chords here, and then if we don't voice it, that's what's going to happen. But so we have to in order to make this happen, we need finger independence. And the third reason is finger have to be independent to create different touch and different timbre. Like for example, we have such things. Like here we have one touch, and then all this, they're a totally different touch. And if they are not independent, it's just very hard for us to create different touch and different tone at the same time. So, well, that's the reasons that's the reason for us to need our finger to be independent. Okay, now let's talk about how do we make our finger actually be independent. So my first step, I name it called finger gym. And before we start talking about this section, let me make it crystal clear. This training I'm about to mention is not how you play music, okay? It's purely finger training. It's like before you play marathon or before you play 100-meter race, you're going to train your muscle first, and then you're going to go for it. Like you have to train your muscle to be able to play fast, right? This is the same thing. It doesn't mean like you play fast or play proper music like this. It's just mean you're going to train your fingers first by this method. Okay, so if you were in my channel before, you probably see me doing this. Okay, this is what I call finger gym. So we have three technical points to be taken care of here. First, we want to lift each finger up. Can you see my hands clearly? So we make everything flat and we lift each finger up. But this, everything else is relaxed. Relax. Especially your wrist. And then just we are training here and we're training finger muscles. So we do lift each finger up. This is our first technical point. We want to lift each finger up. Secondly, we want to hit each key with maximum strength and speed. And then relax immediately. Imagine you're a boxer. Okay, so you're going boom, boom. Like you're a hammer, you're a boxer, you boom. This is like one moment attack. And then you relax immediately. So a lot of people mentioned, oh, your finger lifts so up and it looks very tensed. Well, yeah, I'm lifting up because I want to train my finger to be independent with each other. But it doesn't mean I'm tensed. Everything else is relaxed. So you go up and then you hit it. So you put your power and strength there for one moment, like a boxer, you punch. And then you relax. So absolutely do not do, and then put power here, and then keep it. No need to keep it. Oh, and we got the comments. I can't lift up my fourth finger. Well, okay, fourth finger is like this. Nobody can really lift up your fourth finger, okay? So nobody can really do this. That's because our human structure. Like structurally, our hands, these three fingers, they are connected. Then you will never able to lift your fourth finger up by itself unless you do some surgery to cut it off. Well, so you don't really need to do this. You can do this. So you can do the last two fingers, lift them up. So what we want to train is the finger muscle here. So once your finger muscle is strong enough, then you will be able to play each note loud and clear. And and okay, this is the first thing, lift up. Second, we want to hit each key with strength and speed, and then relax immediately. Okay, we do need to relax immediately. And then third, we play very, very slowly. Okay, I know I just said about the speed, but that speed is about the speed hitting the key. We want it fast, but generally the speed of practicing very slow. Because if you lift your finger up like this, you're just not able to play fast. Like lifting it up needs time, hit it down needs time, and then each note you're putting power. So each note it's like you speak, taking a breath every single word. So you're not being able to speak fast. This is not for fast playing, okay? This is for finger training. Let me make this clear one more time. Okay, so what we are doing now is this. Yeah, this is what I call finger gym, and I use this as a warm-up exercise every day. So every day is the first thing I got into the piano. You can use any fast running thing. You can use your scales. Or you can use your Hanong exercise. Or you can just simply use sharp attitude. Once you warmed up your right hand, you do your left hand. All slow exercise, okay? And then two important things we definitely do not want. This is technical point, okay? Never move your wrist up and down, because we are training our fingers. And then if you're doing this, this is not working, everyone, okay? If you're doing this, then you're not training your fingers at all. You probably get hurt with your wrist as well. So never this movement. So this is flat to your hands, everything flat. And we are training here, this knuckles, and then each finger muscle. So never wrist. And then some of my students, the second point is no soft playing, okay? So if you're doing, this doesn't work as well, okay? Even though you lift it very up, it doesn't work. Imagine you go to gym and you go like 5 kilo or 2 kilo with your training or your squat, and you never build it up. So your muscle will just never build up because you don't have power into it. You got to make it feel, train it, make it feel tired a little bit every day. And then gradually it got built up. So if we just go like soft, even though you lift it up, it doesn't work. It's not training muscles. Okay, so I think I've talked about everything. Let's summarize it. So 3 points. First, we lift each finger up. Second, we hit the key with maximum strength and speed, and then relax immediately. And third, we want to play generally very, very slow. And then 2 things we definitely do not do is we don't want to move our wrist up and down. Everywhere else relaxed, and then wrist stay the same on the same level. And then second, we don't want to play softly because it's not working. It's not training properly. It's being slacky. Okay, now let's move on. So that was the first step. I call it finger gym. And our second step, I call it group practice. So once you got your finger warmed up, each finger, and then you can't always stay like this. We got to do it in group. So when a group of notes, we use one power. It's like when we speak, we take a breath only after a phrase. We do not speak normally like we speak like this, right? So it's the same thing for pianist. For singers, it's the breath. For pianist, it's the strength. So for example, in Winter Wind, this piece. For this piece, Chopin wrote 6 notes in one group. 6 notes in one group, so you go. So every group of notes, you use one strength flow. Okay, this is my naming as well. Again, okay, you feel like you're doing yoga. You imagine first you imagine you are on the train, and then the beginning of the coach is the one who is driving, and then you have like 5 coaches of the train. So the first one is driving, and then take the following 5 moving on. So you go. One strength for 6 notes. One strength for each group. Like for example, this one. And then secondly, every first note of each group, I call it power note. So you go. So you put your power on the first note, and then let the strength flow between the 3 notes. And then what we want to do, thirdly, we stop and then prepare between each group. Have a gap. But each group, we want it to play super fast. As fast as you can. Okay, so like this. Sorry. Another piece, like. In group, the most power is on the first note. Yes, we only have one power, and then it's on the first note. And then the rest of the notes, you imagine your yoga flow, okay? So it's like a stress flow. It's like your power goes to the first note, and then it flows between the next 3, and then. Okay, and one thing we need to be careful is it's not just the first note loud. It's not like. It's not this. We want the first note to be the power note, and then the rest we flow to it. So the strength keeps there. You're not taking it back. you keep it there and then flow between your other fingers until the end of the group. Like this. So 6 in one group. And then you practice each group very, very fast as you can. Okay, now step 2, clear. Okay, so let's summarize step 2. So first, we want a strength flow. We want each group of notes using one strength, not each note taking a new strength. Second, the first note of each group is your power note. And third, we stop and prepare between each group, but each group we want to play as fast as we could. And then the careful point is we don't want just the first note loud. It's not just about the first note loud. It's about your flow, your strength flow. Okay, like imagine this is a yoga, like your strength flowing between your body. And then this piano, your strength flow between your fingers. It's the same idea. Okay, now let's move on to the third step. Once you got your finger game and your grouping exercise, now it's the time for you to put everything together. But in a slow speed first. We keep a slow speed and we put everything together, but we keep the strength flow as we practiced in group. So we go. Like this. Okay, so first we put it slowly. Start slow, but keep the strength flow. At the beginning, you can emphasize your starting note. You can emphasize the power note a little bit more. So you can do. Really feel like like this. So you feel like you have a rhyme and you have it's like a circle. You feel like you're drawing a circle with your strengths. And then gradually, you speed up. And then gradually you speed up even more. Now, the faster you get, the smaller your movement becomes. So, and then the smaller your power is, it's become a like natural movement of strength flow. But instead of when you go faster, you can go slightly. Everything becomes smaller. But you still keep the flow. Still keep the group flow. Okay, and we got the question. And if I do third exercise in scales, that's good too. Third exercise, you may, in scales, it's in everything. In all the fast running techniques, every single one works. Like for example, we take scales. For example, if we do C major scale, you do 4 notes in one group. Okay, this is 4 notes in one group. And you can do 6 notes in one group. You can do 3 notes in one group. It's all about your strength flow, and then it works on every single fast running passages, including scales, Chopin etudes, any etudes. Okay, now that's it. So yeah, we have these 3 steps. And now let me tell you some brutal truths. I know everyone wants to practice efficiently and effectively, and that's what I've been working for as well. I want to find the most efficient and most effective method of learning the piano, and that's what I'm working on as well. But this one, of fingers, it does take time to develop, even though you're using the correct method. Okay, so don't just try one day or try like 10 minutes. You would feel a slight difference in 10 minutes, to be honest. Like, I do have students who tried a little bit and I already feel, my finger got a little bit like feeling like waking up. But it's a long-term game. Okay, you don't expect your finger to be, a super finger just in 10 minutes practice or 10 minutes every day. 10 minutes every day after a long period of time, it's gonna to work. Okay, it's same thing, like same concept with you training your muscles. You don't go to gym for one day and then expect you have 6 packs the second day, right? It's the same idea. Like, you don't train your finger for one day and then second day you ask me, why can't I play Winter Wind? Because you've only trained for one day. Okay, so now this is important. So how long we need to develop our finger properly? Okay, I think I trained myself. I didn't have a good method before, and I started when I was 13, 14. So I trained my fingers for 1 to 2 years very intensively. Like, I used my Chopin etudes to train my fingers, and I think every day I do like finger gym for like 1 hour. Gradually my finger built up after 1 to 2 years. I feel like dramatic improved, and I feel like my sound can be like clear and articulated like this. So even though I play fast, each note is clear, crystal clear. But before, I wasn't like this. Before I used this method, I was like, I don't know how to. So it's all like melded together. So you still sounds like the piece, but you don't really sound like clear, and you don't sound like effortless or comfortable. And it took me like 2 years. But back then, I only know the first step, and I didn't know the second and the third step, and it took me many years afterwards to figure out what to do next. But generally, I would say, if after 1 week, you would feel your finger starts to waken up a little bit, and you would feel like your finger, just a slightly waking up feeling. After 1 month, if you do this every day for like 20-30 minutes, I think this is you would feel a difference, definitely. You would feel a difference after a month. And after a year, I think your finger will start to being clear and independent, and then be able to play in a slower speed. In a slower speed, you probably will be able to do this. And then gradually, for the next 5-10 years, whatever, how long you want to play the piano for, and it will improve gradually. And it improves gradually, and then your speed will be going faster and faster and faster. Okay, so this is a process. And I think it at least take 1 year to make this happen properly. But you will feel an effect after a week or 2. You will feel like your finger is waking up. So yeah, never a fast game. This is not a shortcut. This is a solid practice training process. Okay, what else? Yeah, I think that's it. So and one more thing. I met a few students, and after the third step, they do this. They play this speed. And I say, okay, maybe you can try speed up a little bit. And they try this. It's not going to work everywhere, okay? I know everyone wants to learn fast and speed up fast and everything happen very fast. But it's not going to work speeding up from a human to a flight or flying. This is just not working, okay? So if you want to speed up, you go to do it step by step. It's like floor 1, floor 2, floor 3. So we go, if you start with this, you feel comfortable, and then you feel all the strength flow are there. For everything is fluent, and then you'll feel like your fingers are not tired at all. Like, very important thing, your fingers are not feeling tired. Your fingers are feeling comfy. Like you feel like you can go on forever. You can go on for like 8 hours in a row and then not feel anything. It's just like a normal task in your daily life. And then you speed up a little bit. Okay, a little bit. So you go. Okay, and then same standard. Once you feel like my finger is totally get used to this, and I don't need to think to make my strength flow happen. It just happens naturally. Everything becomes natural, and I can keep going for 5 hours. And then you speed up a little bit. And then same thing, get to the same standard and over practice, and then you speed up a little bit. Okay, so this is a step-by-step learning. Okay, after getting golfer's arms and experiencing finger pain, including sharp needle pain, what finger raised arm warm-up do you recommend? Oh, what is golfer's arm? So, like playing golf, and then what's the problem with the golfer arms? So you feel like pain here, or here, fingertips, or wrist, or where do you feel pain? Sharp needle pain. So like, do you feel like sharp needle pain in your fingertips or your knuckles? What finger raised arm warm-ups do you recommend? Like, I would say, if you really feel the pain, like you don't hit the key so harsh. Like if you do this, then it would only make the pain worse, isn't it? I think maybe like you still try to lift your finger up, and then gradually first find a not so painful one. Maybe go slightly slower, touch the key, but feel your strength, feel it connected to the key. So you gradually feel like your power has been transferred into the piano. Golfer's elbow medical is pain and tenderness on the inside of the elbow caused by overuse of repetitive strain of the forearm muscles and tendons that bend the wrist and fingers. Well, yeah, I would suggest, okay, I've never met this situation before, but I would suggest when you play the piano in such a situation, first thing, you got to make sure all your arms and everything is relaxed. This is quite hard, I know, especially you feel like you're moving your finger, but as I said, this is just one movement you're using strength, and then after this, everything else relaxed. A lot of pianists got a lot of painful, like habits or painful, like got hurt everywhere, got hurt shoulder, and it's because their power, their strengths are not using here. So as I said, piano is a physical sport. It's not just a physical sport. Let's say play the piano is a physical sport, but play the music is a mental thing. So playing the piano and then creating beautiful music is a combination between your physical sport and your mental understanding. So each one of this is super important. If you only have mental understanding, like your hands are just not falling. And if you only have hands, you will do something like super ugly music, which is definitely not what we want. So yeah, so I think I distracted myself. Where was I? Okay, so for the hurting one, if I practice octaves for too long, I gotta go for. Oh, you mean here? Oh, I think I gradually get what you mean. So you mean when you practice a bit, and then this elbow and forearm get really tensed, right? Okay, this is super typical, and then this is because the misuse of your strengths. So if you after you hit one key, you don't keep your strengths there. It's no use. Okay, this is very common mistake many pianists I saw they make. So this looks like very intensive everywhere, intensive, but this is no need. Okay, so it's big. You hit one key, that's it, and then this is it. Okay, so I think for this to solve this problem, you try this. You hit one key, and then you move it. You move everywhere to make sure everywhere is relaxed, and then make sure everywhere is relaxed. Make sure everywhere is relaxed. So make sure there is absolutely no tension accumulated here. And for octaves, we have different techniques for octave. That's for another session. But quickly, for octaves is the same thing. Octave is not using here and then not here. If you do this with your octave, like use your forearm. If you use your forearm here, octaves are never going to work. Here will be like get super tensed, and then you just can't handle it. Like this octaves, like if you want to make octave work, you go to use your wrist. So everywhere else relaxed again. So it's like, yeah, as I said, it's like a sport. So you got to make sure you are comfortable in this sport to be able to play long enough. Like we are going to play like 3 hours, 2 hours, like a full concert, maybe 90 minutes. Like, so you go, if you keep yourself tensed, you're not going to make it. Like can't even make a long piece. So use every chance to release yourself, to relax yourself. And then for octaves, it's not here. So here is relaxed. For octaves is your wrist, but we talk about octave another day. Okay, that's a different topic, different techniques. But so for Alex's question, if you don't want strength here, tension here, tension here, tension here. So we can do this exercise. You can play one note and then make sure everything is relaxed and then move on, but lift your finger up. Lift your finger up and try what power you use can make you feel better. Okay, so like make you like without feeling the pain, what's your biggest power you can use? Like this, and then make sure everything is relaxed. Yeah, that would be what I suggest. So definitely not here, not here, and not here. And then definitely after each finger, don't keep putting power in anymore. It's not working. You're wasting your power. And it's... So everything should be here. So what is actually moving is here. And your strength comes from your body. Your strength does not come from your forearm. not come from your big arm and not your shoulder, and then not your back. It's like from your body. You feel like you're pushing into the piano, and if you want to play soft, you use less power. If you want to play louder, you put more body power into it. Imagine this is the tap, and your water flows into your finger. So you go. That's the only difference. But everything else is same method. Okay, everyone. I think I've explained everything. I wanted to explain for fast finger running technique. And then piano playing has many techniques. Piano playing has many techniques, but this is one of the most important and the most common one, I think. Okay, anyone has any more questions? If anyone has any more questions, I will be very happy to answer. Sorry, didn't see this chat. Clear the loop. Hi everyone, this is not a request session, okay? I'm not taking requests today. This is a tutorial session talking about how to play fast running fingers. Okay, I love your song. Keep going, you go. Good at piano. Thank you. Can you play Want to Go Me thing? Okay. Please play Winter Wind. Anyone wants to hear playing slower is more difficult? Well, it depends what requirements you put for yourself. If I practice octave for too long, I go, yes, okay. This may be of, do you know any other exercise for opus 10 number 12? You mean the revolutionary? This one is definitely for your left hand, and for me, I didn't do other exercise. I just do the same thing I've been talking about today. So I do my finger jam first. Like this, and I do this like 3 times. Like my practice formula, if I really want to get something working, I do 3 times from the beginning to the end. Just this slow practice. Each note loud, and then I do the group 1. And then at the end, you put them slowly together. And then gradually speed up. Like this. Like, I compact everything in like 2 minutes. But all this process happens probably take at least 2 months. Okay, and then maybe you need more than 2 months to make your finger to work properly. Okay, makes sense? Let's see. Do we have any other question? Can you please play Eureka? Can you play Titanic for me? Happy birthday. Do you practice with rhythm and variations? Oh, we got a question. Do you practice with rhythm and variations? I don't practice with rhythmical variations because I personally I didn't find it very useful. So for myself, I don't really practice it with rhythmical variations. So I don't really do. I I don't do this. Oh. Because I never gonna use it in the real practice, and I am a very lazy person. Everyone. So if I don't see the effective result, like in a second, or like in a week at least, and I don't see it any way it's working for my final result, I don't really have the motivation to practice it. Because if this one, like if I practice like this, take winter wind as examples again. Well, I'm not training my fingers, and I am not training my strength flow, and I don't know what I'm training for. Well, I feel like the most efficient and effective practice, we always need to bear in mind what requirement we are having for our practice, so we know clearly what we are training for. So personally, I don't really do rhythmical practice variations. Jingle bell in piano, please. Okay, for everyone who is giving requests right now, thank you very, very much for your request, and I really appreciate this. But this is a tutorial session, and we are talking about how to play fast running notes and how to train our fingers. So today I'm not taking requests. But tomorrow 7 p.m. is our request session, and in which I will be taking every single request you gave me during the session time. Okay, so today is not can you make the happy birthday song? No, not today. Okay, I can try to play it tomorrow. Okay. What other I'm currently not up to arm weight technique for arm rotation, which includes lifting the finger higher to express dynamic bend by my teacher. No, Alex. What would you recommend? Word limit. Yeah, you don't express dynamic by lifting the finger higher. Okay, let's make this crystal clear. If you want to make something louder, you don't lift your finger higher. Now, these two things are not directly connected. And I think your teacher is correct. Like, well, how do I put this? For example, we take this as an example, okay? We take Tchaikovsky concerto as an example. If you do this, you still produce a louder sound in dynamic, but it's not because you do, not because of this, right? So you're not putting it higher to make a louder sound. If you want to make a louder sound, you put more body strength into the piano. It feels like you push, and use body strength into the piano. And then if you want to play loud, in which piece? Let's see this one. Oh, this one. I think you don't need to lift your finger. If you lift your finger up, you're not using your body strength to create the dynamic. You actually use your finger strength to create the dynamic, and that's why you hear everywhere feels hurting, feels tired. Okay, to reduce stress when playing, I understand that you don't follow your whole arm raise through after hitting the key with your finger. Yeah, you don't. This here is just imagine it as a pipe. When you do, you see here it's barely moving. I can even put a coin on top of my hands and it still works. What can I put? I can put my little hedgehog. Aloha everybody, little hedgehog. You see, it still works. It's just what I want to prove is this doesn't need to move. And then if you need something like big jump or something like this, it's not here you move it. Like you never move your elbow like this. It's not the elbow which is moving, it's your wrist. The wrist take everything go this way. So like this, okay? If I play it slower to show you, okay? So it goes, so it's your wrist, you see? And then your wrist move again. Take your finger to the position. And okay, voice review and face review. Well, it's nothing interesting with my voice and face, right? Yeah, it's just it's not the most important thing. And keeping your wrist shoulder loose, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Okay, any more question we have? Love formula. Which method you use for learning and practice fast passages? Oh, yeah. This audience, Tontropofanos. I don't know how to pronounce, but yeah. Thank you for your question. And yeah, the method I've been talking about it in this live stream. So let's summarize everything, everybody, for all the audience who comes halfway, and let's summarize it and we'll finish today. Okay. So in order to train your finger to make it fast and independent, we need 3 steps. And then 3 steps. Step 1, we need finger exercise. Okay, I call this finger gym. Finger gym, you got 3 things. You lift each finger up. Secondly, you hit each key loud with power and strength, and then speed fast, like a little hammer. But after each hit, you relax everywhere. Okay, it's nothing about here, nothing about here, nothing about shoulder, elbow, everywhere relax. Just your finger. And then third, you practice very slowly. Never try to practice this in a fast speed. You're going to hurt yourself. Okay, this is important. Okay, exclamation mark. Never try to do finger gym exercise fast. You're going to hurt yourself. Okay, you don't want to get hurt. And then no wrist, and then everything else relaxed. Okay, and then no soft playing, because this is not working. This is no use at all. And then second step, you do group practice. You do. So the technical points for this, first, you need to have every group in 1 strength. Technical point 2, first note is your power note. Technical point 3, you stop and prepare each group, but each group you try as fast as you could. And then not just the first note loud, be careful, it's more about your strengths. And then third, you slowly connect everything, put them together, and then you speed up gradually, okay? Never, and then slowly speeding. Never go from, and then, this is not going to work, okay? And then the last, you take time to train your finger. It's like you build up your muscle in gym. It takes at least 1 month to make your finger feel waking up, and then it takes, if you practice this every day, it takes like about a year to make your finger feel independent. And one thing I forgot to say, afterwards, if you stop practice, like you will gradually lose a little bit. It's, the same example, like it's like training in gym. Like if you keep training and your muscle get bigger, right? And then if you stop training and then from time to time you lose a bit of your muscle, but your training traces was still there. You wouldn't be like, same as someone who never trained before. But if you want to get back to it, you got to go back to your training again. It's the same thing. Okay, let's see some questions from Ice. Any recommendations for preventing mispressing notes when playing fast arpeggios, for example? Okay, this is hard. This is not easy. Let me think. Okay. I think 2 points would really be helpful. For fast running arpeggios, first you've got to have a group for fast running arpeggios. If you use a new strength for each note, it's never gonna work. Imagine this piece. This piece, right? And then you try to do. This never work. So it's always in group, and it always work in groups. So you actually think of your position. So you have these 3 notes in one position, and then you change your position. So what you are working on is not each single note, but a position of notes. So then you can practice and then try to get this position faster. So all you need to practice is the movement instead of so many fingers first, okay? And then once you got this movement, so you got those chords. Okay, if you ask me how to make those chords clear and no missing notes, well, this purely depends on practice. This is like you just need to be very familiar with the keyboard, and then you find your keyboard, faster. Yeah, and then after you find your chords faster, so your movement, you get used to the movement first, and then you start. You see? And then you put every group into one strength. So that's the 2 points. Okay, first is to get used to the movement. So you work on your position instead of each single note. And second, you put one strength for each group. Never every single note a different strength, and then it's never going to work. So one power for 4 notes. And then gradually you put them together. So same steps. But keep your strength flow, and then gradually speed up. I didn't press down pedal yet. Okay, now put your pedal on at the last. Never put your pedal on during this process. Okay, so it goes. And then that's the result at the end. Okay, I hope I've explained this clear, and I hope this is helpful. Okay. Torture, thank you so much. You're welcome. I hope it's helpful for you. Oh, we got one audience. Let's see if we have any other questions. We got one audience leaving comments in some language I do not understand. Anybody who knows this language and can translate for me a little bit, because I didn't find the auto translate from your YouTube, so I don't understand what this means. I couldn't speak. Oh, hey, thank you for the super sticker. Oh my god, so for the super like, thanks very much. Well, thank you everybody for being here. It's actually my first super sticker. I hope this this session is good for you. And I hope this session is useful. Thanks very much. Thank you, Wonder TV. Yeah, this really means a lot to me, and I really appreciate. Thank you. Thanks very much. Okay. Anyone else have any more questions? Thank you for the live stream. I'm working on a revolutionary etude, and it's my second technically challenging piece after the ocean etude, which was a real challenge for my fingers. Thank you for the lesson. It was very helpful, and you helped me understand how to work on technically challenging etudes. You can install the Google Translate as an extension on your laptop. Oh, Alex, thank you very much. That would be very useful. Okay, I'm going to do this tonight because I got confused with so many different languages. Yep, I will start using this as a warm-up. Earned yourself a new sub. Thank you for subscribing. Or if you use Chrome, go to the 3 dots and select Translate. Thank you so much, everyone, for all your advice and for giving me suggestions, and so useful. And then the daily if you are working on the revolutionary etudes, just give you a little bit tips, okay? So I don't expect it to go fast at the beginning. It's not going to happen. It took me like 5. I learned that piece when I was 12, and I was playing horribly. I was playing like all I was relying on was the pedal, so all together it sounds like this. That's what it sounds. So it was horrible at the beginning, and then I started to train my left hand, and then it's the same thing, and then. For your left hand, for this etude, there is an easier way to reduce your challenge. So you don't try to play everything as same dynamic mark. You have a shape for your phrase, and then everything suddenly goes up easier so much. So you don't do. This doesn't sound loud actually. If you want to sound loud, you go a direction. So you go this sound out and you start soft. And it actually sounds loud and you save your energy. So give a direction to your phrase. It always works for all the challenging piece. We try to find a way to save our energy. Okay. And on phone, I presume you use iPhone. Yeah, you can copy and paste the stream link and select the box icon near the URL tab and press translate. Oh, okay, I will do that. Thanks very much, Alex. Okay, good. I start using this as a warm up. Earn yourself. Good. Use Safari. I'm grade 4 piano, so all this stuff might be important soon. I think for any grade or for any level of the pianist, this would be useful. So you can start training for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, even 5 minutes every day using your scales. You will feel a dramatic difference over a month or 2 months. It's just like a slowly building up exercise. Avimo, hey, how are you doing? Thank you for coming back. I'm doing well. Yeah, thanks for asking. Yeah, so even though, where was I? Oh, I was talking about beginners. Okay, so it's not just for professional pianists. Okay, everyone. So what I'm talking about today is not particularly only for professional pianists who are playing Chopin etudes, Liszt transcendental etude, or whatever. It's not just for hard piece or or professional pianist. Like for all the pianists, this works. Like even though you are like grade 1, grade 2, you can start to work on this a little bit with your C major scale. And then this still gives you, a lot of difference with your fingers. So yeah, but it takes time. Okay, it's not gonna happen overnight. Yeah, I need to make this clear. Okay, thanks very much, everyone. Thank you for being here. I think that's everything I have. Actually, literally, all the thing I have, all the technical point for this technique, fast running notes. And if you have any questions, welcome to leave a comment down below. And I will, if I see it, I will definitely reply. And maybe later I'm going to leave this as maybe I can edit this into a long video, but more coherent. Yeah, and so you can check your technique out afterwards as well if you ever need to use it. And thank you for being here. Yeah, definitely better than never. The earlier, the better. Like never too late. I have a student who is about 40, 44 and then still work on it and then already feels the difference. Like, yeah, I think it works. It's just there is a cool fact that, okay, for 3 years old or for 4 years old or for 5 years old, it's easier for them. It's like language, like for the younger, it's easier because their fingers are not building up completely yet, so it's easier for them to train. But for us, it still has a chance. Like it still works. It just takes longer. Okay, so let's finish here. Maybe I can play one piece and then we finish here. Okay, and then thanks very much everyone for being here, and then thank you again Wonder TV for giving me a super sticker. This is my first super sticker. I'm really excited, really appreciate. Means a lot to me, really. Thanks very much. And yeah, if you'd like to support me, support the live stream, you're welcome to click the tip link down below, but no pressure. And yeah, that's it. It was Schumann. From insisting on playing with high lifting fingers. Sorry, it was yes, exactly. Schumann insisting on practice with long, big fingers, high fingers. But welcome, Ice. But Schumann, there is an important fact. Schumann didn't use the natural finger weight. Firstly, he put something. He put something on top of his fingers, and then he trained his fingers like that, and then he ended up hurting his fingers. So of course that's not gonna work. It's like you put stones on top of a finger, and then you do this, and then then the finger got broken. Of course. My teacher said not to lift the finger too high and press down. Yeah. Okay. So and then also let me make one more emphasize one more time. This is not for your normal practice. So you never play the normal music like this. This is only for your start finger training. And then you do it very slowly. And then you gradually build up your finger muscle. That's the only use for this technique, okay? You never play, you never gonna see someone play this. How ugly this is. This is horrible. So once you got your finger, independent and well with every, like feel like at your command, then you can do anything. And then you do fasting. What else can I play? This one. Yeah. Once you get this, moving, and then you move on to the second, third step. Okay, good everyone. Let's play one piece to finish it up, and then we finish. Okay, and then tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m., I'm going to hold a request session. Sorry everyone, I'm not taking requests today. Okay, so yeah, no requests are taken today. But if you have any request, welcome back tomorrow at 7 p.m. and I will be taking every single request during my session tomorrow evening. Okay? My throat. I'm not used to this. Okay. Yeah. Thanks very much, everyone, for your understanding, and thank you for your request, and thank you for being here with me. And yeah, we are going to have one piece. I'm going to play one piece and then we'll finish. Which piece should I play? I think we'll finish with a fast running piece, as we are talking about fast running song, fast running technique. So we do Winter Wind or Revolutionary. Let's do Revolutionary. Okay, and now we finish. The mic and camera quality is much better now too. Thank you everyone. Thank you Alex. This is thanks to my boyfriend. Thanks to my boyfriend, he he gave me a gift. He gave me a microphone. This is from my boyfriend, so it's much better now. Okay, I'm going to go now. And thank you everyone for being here. And I really hope today's session is useful for everyone. And we will be keep having content with how to learn piano effectively and efficiently. Because myself has wasted a lot of time during my piano study, and now I've been summarizing all these ideas and methods, and I really want to share to everybody who wants to learn piano. So we got some can you please play Eric Satie? I know that piece, but thanks very much for request. But today is a tutorial session, as I said. But welcome to come back tomorrow. And during the request session, I will take all the requests tomorrow. Okay, I'm not taking requests today. Sorry for this, but thanks very much for your understanding. Okay, thank you everyone. And then that's it. That's for today. Okay. Thank you, delivered Nick. Okay, bye everyone. Let me know if you have any question in the comment. If you think of something, welcome to come back and leave a comment. Bye bye. Have a lovely morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever. Okay? Hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye. You should update us on more tutorial session in the future. Definitely, yes, no problem. I'm actually holding a tutorial session every Tuesday from now on. So today is just the first session. And then thank you for being here from the first session with me. And I wish to see you every time in the future tutorial session. Okay, and then you can also let me know what topic you would like me to talk about, so I could I could tackle the problem as well. Okay, bye everyone. See you next time. Bye bye. What have you played last piece? Apollo. Oh, I played the Chopin Revolutionary Etude. Okay, bye. Taking, Alex, see you next time. Listening to a piece a few times and one without a score. Oh, okay. No. This, I can't do that. Okay, sorry. I really can't do that. I don't have that ability. I'm not amazing at oral scale. I can take any request. If you have a score in front of me, I can play almost anything. Like, I have this confidence, but I can't do it without the score. No, not for me. Yeah, I'm not that amazing at oral. So yeah, that's the answer. Okay, see you. Bye.